The story opens with a man running through the city. There is chaos everywhere, and we realize that the world has been overrun by zombies. The man believes that life has turned into a living hell because he is being pursued by endless zombies. But as we get to know a boy by the name of Akira, it turns out that this is just a movie, who believes that such a life would be preferable to going to his place of employment. He thinks he should go to bed because he has work to do at almost 4 in the morning. But as he falls asleep, he wishes he didn't have to. Akira begins his new job at a production company 3 years prior. He introduces himself to everyone and discovers that his coworkers are friendly. He is eager to begin, and we now know that this is his ideal position. The boss introduces him to his department head and shows him to his desk. He envisions himself writing famous commercials and imagines meeting celebrities along the way. And after running into him, he even meets a cute girl. She quickly asks for his assistance in gathering her belongings and introduces herself as Tori from accounting, expressing her willingness to assist him at any time and wishing him luck on his first day. Akira takes his coworkers out for drinks at night, where they get to know him better. They learn where he attended school and that he is a huge rugby fan. They believe he will be an excellent addition to their team. He gives Tori a cute look and agrees that she is adorable. He is motivated to put in a lot of effort to leave a good impression on her. Akira anticipates seeing everyone the following day as the night goes on. But all of a sudden, everyone stands back up as they prepare to return to the office. We notice that it is already 2 a.m. as they continue to work. While Akira perceives a problem, his coworkers appear unconcerned. Even while sleeping in the office, he ends up working all night. The next evening, this goes on forever. When will he be able to return home? He wonders. He ultimately has to work another all-nighter before being allowed to leave 2 days later. When he finally makes it home, he collapses on his bed exhausted, and realizes the company is taking advantage of him. He struggles to function when he wakes up at 6 in the morning and begins to wish he didn't have to go to work, but he quickly snaps out of it. He believes that all he needs to do is put in hard work and accept that this is the job he has always wanted. We discover that their business has excellent employee policies as he enters the office, such as paid annual vacations and even days for mental health. They have never been used, and they even compete to see who has accrued the most unpaid overtime. Although he has been working there for 5 years and is given dinner by Akira's senior, he is paid inadequately. All of his coworkers appear to be dealing with health issues, and the chief is frequently shown to be quite temperamental. Akira endures beatings by them and even makes some of them cry, but he still makes it to his 2nd year. His hygiene begins to deteriorate as his health deteriorates. He learns that his coworker just left and that it is up to him to finish the job. While Tori cheers him up, he dreads having to work another all-nighter. She noticed he was too preoccupied with work to eat, so she brought him some food. The only person keeping him going is her, but the boss keeps calling her away. She is his mistress, as we discovered. Akira leaves for work incredibly late and questions why he is still employed by the organization. He considers getting a new job, but he feels he doesn't have enough time to do so, even considering how his 3rd-year team would feel about filling in for him at work. He has to deal with a difficult client who wants the scenario revised to include the director's nephew. Despite Akira's explanation that it is impossible and that they have already undergone 5 revisions, the client threatens to do business elsewhere. Akira is forced to make an effort to make it work. He is getting to the point where he will snap because he knows they don't have the money to make the changes. The situation at work is just as bad as his thoughts of quitting, so he won't have to worry about his job any longer. He returns home and resumes his job, and we notice that there is a report about an outbreak. He eventually falls asleep, wishing he could just stay asleep. The following morning, when his alarm goes off, he hurriedly gets ready to leave for work. He goes looking for the building manager after noticing he has an unpaid bill. Akira assumes that because he doesn't answer his door, he will be late for work. Once he locates him, Akira needs a moment to comprehend that the manager has turned into a zombie. When the manager pursues him, the man flees quickly, but more zombies soon begin to pursue him. A door opens up in front of him as he runs, and he crashes into it. He understands that everyone has turned into zombies and is unsure of what to do. As he steps outside, he realizes he won't be late for work. He observes that everything is in disarray, but all he can focus on is the fact that he is no longer required to report to work. As he leaps away from the zombies, he realizes that he is at last liberated. Despite continuing to run and believing that all around him was darkness, he eventually realizes how colorful the world is. He manages to get over a fence while enjoying his day off from work. He is unsure of what to do. He considers taking a vacation, skydiving, or just watching a lot of movies. He believes he can now finally fulfill his lifelong goals. He suddenly has Tori on his mind. Despite having a relationship with the boss, she may be concerned for her safety. Akira decides to tell her about his feelings for her. I don't want to look back and regret anything. He navigates the city on his bike while avoiding zombies to arrive at her apartment. He manages to get to her door by using the company emergency contact list, but he begins to have second thoughts. He believes she will find him creepy for visiting her home. but he argues that he is simply keeping an eye on her. When he discovers her door is unlocked, he calls for her but stops when he sees another man's shoes. Although he can see his boss in front of him, he begins to change into a zombie, inquiring about how he was treated at work. Akira confronts his boss. He pushes his boss out the window while announcing his resignation. When his boss falls to the ground below, he sees Tori in the next room. She has already begun to transform into a zombie, so it's too late for him. Akira admits his love for her and how he has been with her ever since they first met. But as he flees, bidding his first love farewell, she lunges at him. In the evening, we observe that the zombies have taken over the city in full force. The 7-Eleven sells some supplies to Akira. He believes he is having a dream in which he will never work again. After making his confession, he feels freed from the belief that he could pass away at any moment and that time is always running out. He buys a notebook and writes down 100 things he wants to accomplish before he passes away to accomplish everything he wants. For more anime recap, click here to subscribe and watch more. Thanks for watching.